Hello on a dim and dingy autumn day in the south of England, and what better way to brighten matters up than to be decorating candles with lovely designs like this. Now you may know that we stock water slide transfers, and these could be achievable with water slides, but actually we wanted to find a new technique that was easy to apply and that could be used repeatedly, and the answer to that is stencils. So we developed a range of stencils, all Christmas at the moment, but obviously we'll be adding to that as time goes on, that you can stick to the side of a candle of pretty much any shape, paint over and then remove. They're dead easy to use. We use acrylic paints, which you can obtain anywhere. They're basically the bog standard of paints, and you can apply them quickly, rip them straight off and get onto your next candle. So it's a really enjoyable decorating technique that is something that kids can do as well, because everything about it is easy and non-toxic. So I'm now going to show you how we do it. Okay, so the stencils will come like this. The form may change over time, but broadly speaking this is what they'll look like. You've got a number of different designs on here that you may or may not be able to see, that they've been cut out of the vinyl. And we now need to remove the positive image so that we can use it as a stencil. So I'm going to do, at the bottom corner here there's a Christmas tree, which is what I'm going to use. So we need to get that out, and a dentist pick or similar is ideal for that. So I'm just going to gently tease it out. There we go, I've got the corner. I'm going to do this obviously once. There we go. So we can use that for some other decorative purpose if you want. Some of the others, like the lettering ones, the ones that contain lettering, will take you longer to pick out. But as I said, you only have to do it once, and these stencils can be reused. Well, we haven't yet discovered how long they can be reused for, but certainly for some time. And then we've cut lines into the sheet, so you should be able to just find the edge and pull the square out that only contains your stencil. There we go. And it's sticky, so that's the front side. So here's the candle that I've already decorated on 3 sides. Not necessarily suggesting this is a good design, but it was just convenient to use the one candle to show off 4 designs. So I'm going to put the Christmas tree on this side. So all we're doing, I've just laid it flat. Right. I'm just going to place it centrally. You can reposition it easily enough. It's pretty robust stuff, and the sticky lasts a while. Isn't quite right. There we go. Just press it down, not too hard. You don't want it to be too difficult to get off. Now I'm using, this is just a piece of standard kitchen sponge that I've cut up. This has a reasonably sort of, well, it's not exactly a coarse grain to it, but it's not like a, for example, a makeup sponge, I'm told, would be finer. Depends what effect you want. If you look at these have a, you might not be able to tell, but they have a sort of grainy effect. It almost makes them look like they're glittery. That's partly because I've got a candle here that has a rustic sheen to it, but it's also because of using this sponge. The wider the holes, the more of a sort of textured effect you'll get, and I found that this works best to give the sort of effect that I'm looking for. So I'm just going to, the key with this is just not using much paint on each go over. So I'm just going to load it up. There's still too much on there. And then I'm just gently patting down on it, not trying to cover too much and not pressing down hard. Because it's, although you do have quite a bit of area around it, it's still easy to miss and go onto the candle. And also you don't want it too lumpy. It needs to come off looking fairly smooth. There we go. what you're looking for is for any signs of the white of the candle to have gone. In this case, it's a bit harder than with a normal candle because it's got this rustic appearance, which was achieved by pouring it cold, or colder than it's normal. It makes it that bit difficult to fill the holes in. There we go. That's done. Okay. And now I don't leave them to set to the paint to dry. I prefer to get it off and not run the risk of it peeling the paint off as you peel the stencil off. The other thing that you might want to try to do, see I've got some red paint here, is to have applied a little bit of red paint at the top. In fact, I'm going to do that. What the hell? I'm just going to paint a tiny dab at the top. On the top, I should really have waited for this to dry. That would have been sensible. I'm nothing if not a risk taker. Okay then, and then just grab the corner and pull it off. There we go. Now I recommend putting this back onto the paper you took it from, so it can be used again. There's the end result. That's come out quite nicely. Leave it to dry and you've got a permanent stenciled decoration on your candle.